Hi dear students, hope you are doing well, and today we are going to continue our lesson 5, and we will cover pages between 131 to 134. First of all, we need to look at the different reactions in acids. There are three major reactions of acids which all produce salt. Okay, these are the list of three main reaction of acids, which is acids can react with metals, and acids can react with bases or alkalis, and acids we can react with carbonate. Okay, all these three main reactions can produce salt. This salt actually is salt word in chemistry is very general, and it's not same as the salt we are using. The salt we are using is only one type of this salt, that one which is extracted from the seawater, and we use it for our cooking. That is different, but salt word in chemistry is very general, and it's referred to a compound which made from acid when a metal takes a place of the hydrogen in acid. When the acid is react with a metal, so metal can replace in a hydrogen of acid. For example, here you can see if one base like sodium hydroxide, if it react with an acid like hydrochloric acid, okay, if these two react, so here we have metal sodium Na can replace with hydrogen, can take a hydrogen. So if Na sodium replace with hydrogen, finally we have NaCl. NaCl is a salt. This is the one we use, but if we have another metal like calcium or magnesium, another metal which replace with hydrogen, so that one will not be the same salt we are using. We are using for our cook. So um, so salt is referred to a compound which made up the reaction between acid with another metal-based compound, and if the metal replace with the hydrogen and produce another compound, we call it salt. So all these main reaction we will study more in details, which can produce salt. Okay, for the first one, with metals, when acid react with metals, the reaction could be like this, can be like this: metal plus acid, we will get salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, this is an example. For example, here we have uh, nitric acid, okay, 2HNO3, which is salt in water because there is AQ here. So if they react with a metal here, as we can see, metal can replace with a hydrogen. Okay, same as I said last slide, because metal, metal is more reactive, can replace with the hydrogen, take the place. So in production we will have magnesium nitrate, which is aqueous in water, same. The rest of these two hydrogen which leave the compound can be react to each other and produce a hydrogen gas. Okay, so this could be hydrogen, and this compound can be the salt. Okay, the metal which replace with hydrogen and produce another compound. The another main reaction from the 3-1, this is the second one. The reaction of the acid with base and alkali, same, it produce salt, but plus the water. Okay, if the acid react with base, not metal, base, we will receive salt and water. Here there is an example like before. Hydrochloric acid can react with sodium hydroxide, and sodium can replace with hydrogen. As I said, we can have sodium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide, any metal here. Okay, and the OH, which shows a base, is means that it's a base. So metal can replace with the hydrogen in acid and produce a salt here. And also this hydrogen, which can leave from the acid, and another hydroxide from the base, can react to each other and produce water. So hydrogen from acid here and OH, which leaves from the base, can react to each other and produce a water. So we put L, that means liquid. The third main reaction is reaction between acid and carbonates. Okay, here we have acid and metal carbonates, a kind of carbonate, and finally we will have salt, water, and carbon dioxide. Okay, so how it's going on? It's first the metal which is connected to the carbonate. This is carbonate, CO3, calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, the one we discussed last session, which uh, based on the area, naturally it's available in water. Okay, so they can be concentrated in cattle, and yeah, this is, then it can be removed from the acids. If you remember last session, this is can be same reaction. So after for example, if you want to wash the cattle inside, and after a long time, when the carbonate calcium uh, concentrated there, and if you want to clean, you can use hydrochloric acid. The hydrochloric acid, when react, the calcium can replace with the hydrogen, and hydrogen can leave from the acids. We have two hydrogen here, and one oxygen from the carbonate can react with these two hydrogen and produce water. Okay, the rest could be CO2, because one oxygen connected to this hydrogen and produce the water. The rest is CO2, can leave as a gas form. So in production we will have water and CO2, which leaves CO2 can leave our chemical compounds as a form of gas. The rest we will have CaCl2. This one also is salt. Okay, the salt here I put because here calcium is a kind of metal which replace with the hydrogen in acid. The result from the acid is salt. Okay, so here I put one question, and if you watch this video, you can understand for the three main kind of reaction for acids. So here I write, you need to write a chemical equation. Chemical equation is like this. Okay, you need to put plus and arrow. You need to write a chemical equation for reaction between hydrochloric acid. Okay, you have an acid, hydrochloric is your acid, and this can be react with potassium hydroxide, copper oxide, zinc, and sodium carbonate. So you need to use a three kind of reaction for acids. Okay, I give you acid. You need to recognize these acids if react with each of them, what kind of reaction is, and you can predict for the production how they react to each other. So you need to write four. Finally, I need four chemical equation. Okay, between hydrochloric acid and with these four. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Stay safe.